A rose is still a rose. And baby boy, you're still a flower. And it's so interesting because I don't want to act like I'm one of those people who like suddenly started listening to Aretha Franklin songs after she's passed away. I think the word for that is like post-muth or something. Because I've loved Aretha for a long time. And said I'm willing to forgive you, but I can't forget. You really, 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 really hurt me this time. You know, like those were Aretha songs like from my childhood. And A Rose is Still a Rose was also from my childhood. That was an expansive childhood. But all of that to say, I've loved Aretha for a long time. I'm not some Johnny come lately. Like all the Whitney fans, as soon as she passed away, it was like, oh my gosh, I loved her forever. But like days before, everybody was like, she's a crackhead. Oh my gosh, she's so crazy. It's so fun. And I'm like, get the... please. You know, I have been a Whitney stan for years. I was a Whitney stan before she passed away. I was a Whitney stan for decades, honestly. How Will I Know is one of my first favorite songs ever, and I was a little baby. Like that's actually one of my first memories of a song was Whitney Houston's How Will I Know. I would have been like 1.5 when that came out. But I still remember hearing that song. Anyway, all of that to say, as far as Aretha Franklin's A Rose is Still a Rose, gorgeous thick dark chocolate just stepped out of the car, y'all. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm so gay. Downhouse tea. That's my shirt. Anyway, so as far as Aretha Franklin's A Rose is Still a Rose, I've been thinking about that song lately, and I realized that I don't want to blame anyone for what I've done and what I had done, although done is already past tense, but had done, or what I'd done. Anyway, I don't want to blame anybody for that. It's just watching that video for A Rose is Still a Rose, and watching the girl, because that's the whole point, she's a girl at the time of the video, watching the girl fall for the guy, and because he's a little older, so he's not a boy per se, no, because he's driving, and he impressed her, swept her off her feet, and I almost said point blank fucked her, but I feel that that's appropriate for what the song is talking about. So he swept her off her feet and then fucked her, and she was a little reluctant, but she gave it to him, and then he gave it up to other people, and she was like, what? But I thought I was special. I thought I was the one you rode around on your bike, you know? And she then, you see the scene where she like puts on the lipstick because she's become this fast girl and all that stuff. And she's like, I'm going to start giving it up. And I think about myself. And after I gave it up and let myself be, I don't want to say fucked, because I believe that we genuinely loved each other, and I believe that if circumstances were different, we would have worked out. But all of that to say, I had been holding on to that part of myself for a very long time. And after I gave it up to this person, and the relationship subsequently ended, I decided, I was like, I'm gonna find my happy middle ground between being a prude like I used to be and holding on to it, waiting for marriage, and or something like marriage, because at the time, gays weren't allowed to get married anyway. And I was like, I don't know, that's making too much of a political statement to get gay married. But anyway, I was like, I'll find the happy medium between my prude days and my thought days. And I'll just start sucking off dudes, like, occasionally. I won't always troll for dudes to suck off, but I'll search for dudes to suck off every now and then. And that was when I got gonorrhea. And having to get that shot of gonorrhea, just like, I remember sitting in the clinic just really thinking about things. I was like, it could have been a lot worse than just requiring a shot, and adding to that my whole MS diagnosis already and all of that. That's that's a risk, a game that I don't want to play. And thinking about the song "A Rose is Still a Rose," part of the reason that I moved so quickly, I would say, is because I did not... I was like, well, I already gave it up to somebody I thought was going to be the one for me, and he thought he was going to be the one for me too, but since I already gave it up to him, I might as well just give it up to any and everybody. And I was not thinking in the mindset, I'm a rose, I'm still a rose. Because I was thinking, subconsciously, I was a rose, I was deflowered, and now I have nothing else to hold on to, so I'm just wasting time and wasting other people's times when I could be experiencing what it's like to suck dicks again, like in my thought days. But seeing that video of "Rose is Still a Rose," and at the end of the video, the woman, she walks into this room. I almost called it a forest. It was like a backyard or something, and it was like a garden, and Aretha Franklin was in there, and she walked in there, and she was like, and I think you even saw her start to tear a little bit, because it was like, what? And Aretha Franklin was, oh my gosh, I was literally about to cry. I'm such a sap. But Aretha Franklin said, come here. And she hugged her, because sometimes, oh gosh. No, I'm not going to be one of those people who cries on YouTube. I'm sorry. But sometimes what you need is just a hug. Somebody to hug you and let you feel secure, let you feel safe, let you feel loved, let you feel love. Anyway, this video is too long. 8 minutes. Well, since I'm on the 8th minute, whatever. You see, I got my haircut, and I'm doing a video after a haircut. Yeah, that was kind of awkward change in tone. But yeah. Anyway, talk to y'all later, YouTube. Peace. Stay blessed. Love y'all. And yes, love y'all. Love yourselves. Stay blessed.